All right. So, just started my dialysis. So, it means I'll be getting up at around 5 or 6 in the morning. Like to get up before 6. That way I can just get out and go. Um, do a little cleanup. And then do that. Try to get out, stay out maybe till noon, where I'll take maybe an hour break, grab a little lunch, do my midday real quick, and then get right back to it and see how long I can go for. Be cool if I can go from like 6 to noon, 1 to 10. 6 to noon is 6 hours, 1 to 10 is 9 hours. That'd be 15 hours. That could potentially be like a $400 day. So I really need to try that. I just got to keep my patience. So that's going to be my plan for that. I just got to get out. So that's going to be the thoughts I have for the night before I go to bed. Thinking going to the other guy, Sue. That is Crystal Bible. This one. No. Okay. So this is the Crystal Bible by Judy Hall. This is going to be part 2. Zoom that out a little bit. There we go. All right. Crystal background. The more you understand about crystals, the more effective they are. In this section, you will find background information on how crystals are formed, advice on how to choose and care for your crystals, how to hear them or how to use them for healing and decoration, and the way to dedicate them. Dedicating and programming your crystals helps them to work more efficiently. It is part of the ritual of working with crystals. As crystals are powerful beings in their own right, they need to be approached with respect. If you do this, they will be only too pleased to cooperate with you. Many people like to have a crystal day when they cleanse their crystals and then meditate with them to attune more strongly to their energy. Doing this regularly enables your crystals to talk to you and to show you how you can use them to enhance your life and well-being. Oh gosh, I need to stop drinking coffee. I totally quit soda, but now I'm drinking coffee like crazy. Taking the time to cleanse your crystals is extremely important. Crystals are efficient absorbers and transmitters of energy. One of their functions is to cleanse and transmute negative energies. If you leave your crystals to do this without regular cleansing, most become saturated and become unable to do their work, though a few are self-cleaning. Crystal formation. A crystal is a solid body with a geometrically regular shape. Crystals were created as the Earth formed, and they have continued to metamorphose as the planet itself has changed. Crystals are the Earth's DNA, a chemical imprint for evolution. They are miniature storehouses containing the records of the development of the Earth over millions of years, and bearing the indelible memory of the powerful forces that shaped it. Some have been subjected to enormous pressure. Others grew in chambers deep underground. Some were laid down in layers. Others dripped into being, all of which affects their properties and the way they function. Whatever form they take, their crystalline structure can absorb, conserve, focus, and emit energy, especially on the electromagnetic wave band. Hold on one sec. All right, cool. The crystal lattice. Because of chemical impurities, radiation, earth, and solar emissions, and the exact means of their formation, each type of crystal has its own specific note. Formed out of an array of minerals, a crystal is defined by its internal structure, an orderly repeating atomic lattice that is unique to its species. A large or small specimen of the same type of crystal will have exactly the same internal structure, which can be recognized under a microscope. This unique geometric crystal lattice is how crystals are identified and means that some crystals, such as aragonite, have several very different external forms and colors, which at first glance could not possibly be the same crystal. However, because the internal structure is identical, they are classified as the same crystal. It is this structure, rather than the mineral or the minerals out of which it is formed, that is crucial to the crystal classification. In some cases, the mineral content differs slightly, creating the various colors in which a particular crystal can be found. While a number of crystals may be formed out of the same mineral or combination of minerals, each type will crystallize out differently. A crystal is symmetrical along an axis. Its regular external planes are an outward expression of its internal order. Each matching pair of faces has exactly the same angles. The internal structure of any crystal information is constant and unchanging. Crystals are built from one of 7 possible geometric forms: triangles, squares, rectangles, hexagons, rhomboids, parallelograms, or trapeziums. These forms lock together into a number of potential crystal shapes, which have generic names based on their internal geometry. As the name suggests, a hexagonal crystal is formed from hexagons built into a 3-dimensional shape. A collection of squares forms a cubic crystal. Triangles are a trigonal, and rectangles are tetragonal. Are a tetragonal crystal, while rhomboids form an orthorhombic crystal, trapeziums a triclinic, and parallelograms a monoclinic crystal. The outer form of the crystal will not necessarily reflect its inner structure. At the heart of a crystal is the atom and its component parts. An atom is dynamic, consisting of particles rotating around a center of constant motion. So although a crystal may look outwardly serene, it is actually a seething molecular mass vibrating at a certain frequency. This is what gives a crystal its energy. Yep, that makes so much sense. I wish I would have read this so long ago. The Earth's crust. The Earth began as a whirling cloud of gas, out of which was created a dense dust bowl. This contracted into a white-hot molten ball, gradually over eons. A thin layer of this molten material, magma, cooled into the crust, the Earth's mantle. The crust is relatively about as thick as the skin on an apple. Inside that crust, the hot, mineral-rich molten magma continues to boil and bubble, and new crystals form. Some crystals, such as quartz, arise from the fiery gases and molten minerals in the Earth's interior. Superheated, they rise toward the surface, propelled by stresses caused by movement in huge plates on the Earth's surface. As gases penetrate the crust and meet solid rock, they cool and solidify, a process that may take eons or may be fast and furious. If the process has been relatively slow, or the crystal grows in a gas bubble, then large crystals can grow. If the process is fast, then the crystals are small. If the process stops and starts, effects such as phantom or self-healed crystals are possible. If the process is exceptionally fast, a glass-like substance such as obsidian is formed rather than crystals. Crystals such as aventurine or peridot are created at high temperatures from liquid magma. Others, such as topaz and tourmaline, are formed when gases penetrate adjoining rocks. Yet other forms arise when magma cools sufficiently for water vapor to condense into a liquid. The resulting mineral-rich solution lays down crystals such as aragonite and kunzite. When it penetrates fissures in surrounding rock, the solution is able to cool very slowly and lay down large crystals in geodes such as chalcedony and amethyst. Crystals like garnet are formed deep in the earth when minerals melt and recrystallize under intense pressure and enormous heat. These crystals are known as metamorphic because they have undergone a chemical change that has reorganized the original lattice. Calcite and other sedimentary crystals form from an erosion process. Rocks at the surface break down and mineralized water dripping through rock or traveling as a river lays down weathered material as new crystals, or the minerals become cemented together. Such crystals are often laid down in layers of a bedrock on a bedrock and tend to be softer in texture. Crystals are often found still attached to the bedrock on which they are formed or cemented together as a conglomerate. This bedrock is known as the matrix. Crystal decoration. Crystals are highly decorative, especially when shaped and polished. Although some stones are stunning in their natural form, you can now buy decorative objects wrought from an enormous variety of precious stones, all of which greatly enhance their surroundings, especially if you choose them for their esoteric properties too. Gemstones such as emeralds and sapphires are vibrant stones. They make excellent jewelry for men as well as women, but all crystals can enhance your environment and look superb as well. A carefully placed crystal can magically transform its surroundings. Wearing gems used to be a royal or priestly prerogative. The high priest of Judaism wore a breastplate set with precious stones. It was much more than a badge of office. It conveyed power to the wearer as far back as the Stone Age. Men and women wore crystal jewelry and talismans. They had a protective as well as a decorative function, guarding their wearer against harm. Crystals today carry the same power, and jewelry can be selected not just on the basis of its outward attraction. Wearing crystals or simply having one in close proximity can boost your energy, like orange or carnelian, clean your space, amber, and attract wealth, citrine. Carefully positioned crystals can change your life. You can choose stones to enhance your intuition, apophyllite, increase mental abilities, green tourmaline, and boost confidence, hernitite. You can select abundance, tiger's eyes, and healing, smithsonite, or attract love, rhodonite. Crystal protection. Certain crystals, such as smoky quartz and black tourmaline, have the ability to absorb negativity and electromagnetic smog. They put out pure, clean energy. Wearing a black tourmaline around your neck protects you against electromagnetic emanations, including cell phones and computers, and turns back psychic attack. Amber and jet jewelry will also protect your energies. A large smoky quartz cluster or a shaped point can look stunning as a decorative object, belying its practical cleansing purpose. Place one between you and the source of electromagnetic smog or geopathic stress, or position on your desk. An amethyst geode has the same effect. If you find that computers have a debilitating effect on you, place a fluorite cluster or a piece of lustrous lepidolite beside it, and you will be amazed at the difference in how you feel, and your computer will work more in harmony with you. Crystal attraction. A large citrine geode is highly decorative. A beautiful object in its own right will not only attract wealth, but will also help you keep it. Place it at the wealth corner of your home, farthest left rear corner from the front door. Selenite is one of the newer stones in Selenite is one of the newer stones. Um, its pure white, finely ribbed form looks angelic, and not surprisingly, it attracts angelic energy into your life. It can link you to your soul's purpose. You can pop it under your pillow, but it is at its most beautiful as a pillar with the sun behind it, or set on a light box. Many transparent crystals have their effect heightened by being placed on a light box or catching the sun. Care should be taken care as clear quartz, for instance, focuses the sun's rays and may start a fire, and colored crystals can fade in sunlight. Semi-precious stones. Semi-precious stones uh, have as much power as gemstones. Some are found in several colors, which can affect their attributes. Topaz, which sheds golden light into your life's purpose, is often used for rings. In its blue form, it can be worn at the throat because it stimulates the ability to put your thoughts into words. Herkimer, Herkimer diamonds have clarity and sparkle every bit as attractive as diamonds themselves, and they come in bigger and more affordable sizes. Many Herkimer displays wonderful rainbows in their depths. Used for the earrings, they heighten your intuition and increase your creativity, but their power is such that it is better to wear them in your ears for a few hours only. Wearing them for too long can set your head buzzing and may cause insomnia. Peridots are known as poor man's emeralds, but this visionary stone has a power to ameliorate jealousy and anger, reduce stress, and release negative patterns. As with many stones, in its unpolished form, it could easily be overlooked, but faceted and polished, it is a jewel fit for a queen. I was just thinking that because the diamond, I think, is what probably the stone with the highest hardness. That I was thinking, like, orientation wise, being like a diamond would require toughness of mind and toughness of body, um, in order to be consistent with the what a diamond is. And so, by imagining that, I wonder if that's a way of shedding, like, things that are causing issues, and to stay tough, and what that would mean for the person's future if they stopped worrying about the little things and just focused on the bigger things by focusing on themselves. Sorry. Bringing love into your life. If you are seeking love, crystals will help. Place a large piece of rose quartz in the relationship corner of your house, farthest right rear corner from the front door, or put a piece beside your bed. Its effect is so powerful that it might be wise to add an amethyst to regulate the attraction. You can also wear rhodochrosite jewelry. Its softly banded pink is pretty as well as potent. Love will soon come your way. All right, I'm going to take a second. All right. I lay down for a couple minutes. All right. Crystal healing. Crystals have been used for millennia to heal and bring balance. They work through resonance and vibration. To gain maximum benefit from crystal healing, you need to be properly trained or to be treated by someone who is well qualified and experienced. But you can find benefits in crystals for common ailments, and they are effective first aid remedies, especially when made into gem essences. Some crystals contain minerals that are known for their therapeutic properties. Copper, for instance, reduces swelling and inflammation. Malachite has a high concentration of copper, which aids aching joints and muscles. Wearing a malachite bracelet allows the body to absorb minute amounts of copper in exactly the same way as a copper bracelet does. In ancient Egypt, malachite was powdered and applied to wounds to prevent infection. Today, it is a powerful detoxifier, but as it is toxic, it should only be applied externally. This property of toxic crystals is to detoxify, is rather like the homeopathic principle of light cures light. Crystals safely deliver infinitesimal vibrational doses of something that, taken in large quantities, would be poisonous. Crystals are used in modern medical practices. They are piezoelectric, which means that electricity and sometimes light is produced by compression. This property is harnessed in ultrasound machines, which use a piezoelectric crystal to produce a sound wave. Sound is now being applied at the leading edge of surgery. A tightly focused beam of ultrasound can cauterize wounds deep within the body and blast tumors apart without the need for invasive procedures. Shamans and crystal healers of old were familiar with this ability of crystals to focus sound and light vibrations into a concentrated ray, which was then applied for healing. Rotating a crystal wand on the skin causes compression, which releases a focused beam to the organ beneath. Ancient healers also knew that, whereas some crystals are either energizing or calming, there are crystals that will both sedate an overactive organ and stimulate a sluggish one. Magnetite, with its positive and negative charge, does exactly this. It sedates an overactive organ and stimulates an underactive one. There are crystals that will heal quickly, but may provoke a healing challenge, while others work much more slowly if you want to deal with the pain. A signal that something is wrong in your body. You can do this with crystals. Pain could result from an excess of energy, a blockage, or a debility. A cool and calming crystal such as lapis lazuli or rose quartz will sedate energy, whereas carnelian will stimulate it. And cathedral quartz is excellent for pain relief no matter what the cause. Crystals are excellent for dealing with headaches. Lapis lazuli will quickly draw off a migraine headache, but you need to know from where the headache stems. If it is caused by a stress, amethyst, amber, or turquoise, placed on the brow will relieve it. If it is food related, however, a stone that calms the stomach, such as moonstone or citrine, will be appropriate. Holistic healing. Crystals heal holistically. That is to say, they work on the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual levels of being. They realign subtle energies and dissolve disease, getting to the root cause. Crystals work through vibration, rebalancing the biomagnetic sheath that surrounds and interpenetrates the physical body and activating linkage points to the chakras that regulate the body's vibrational stasis. By bringing the chakras back into balance, many states of physical and psychological disease can be ameliorated. Most illnesses result from a combination of factors. There will be disease at subtle levels. This disease may be emotional or mental, or a sign of spiritual unease or disconnection. There may be misaligned connections between the physical body and the biomagnetic sheath. Other energetic disturbances may be caused by environmental factors, such as electromagnetic smog or geopathic stress. Simply placing a black tourmaline or smoky quartz crystal between you and the source of geopathic and electromagnetic stress can magically transform your life. But you need to go deeper into the cause of disease. Crystals gently deal with the cause rather than merely ameliorating the symptoms. You can lay crystals on or around your body for 10 to 30 minutes, or use them like a reflexology tool to stimulate points on your feet. Larimar is particularly useful for this as it locates the source of disease. Crystal legs can also be used on the feet. Crystal wands are helpful if you need to stimulate a point on the body. Rotated gently, they lift pain and disease. Through the directory, you will find crystals to treat illnesses and imbalances on all levels. Crystals have been connected with particular parts of the body and its organs for thousands of years. Many of the connections come from traditional astrology, both Western and Eastern, traditional Chinese medicine, and Indian Ayurveda, both over 5,000 years old, still use a modern medical prescription. crystals that appear in formulas in ancient texts. Hematite, for instance, is said to calm the spirit and so combats insomnia, but it is also used for blood disorders as it is believed to cool the blood, arresting bleeding. Hematite is used by modern crystal healers to relieve those same conditions. Choosing a crystal for healing. To choose a crystal or crystals for healing, you can work from symptoms to deeper cause. Each entry into the crystal directory lists the condition it heals at the physical, emotional, psychological, mental, and spiritual level. The index has a comprehensive cross-reference to help you link symptoms with relevant crystals. So, for instance, if your symptoms is a digestive problem, you could use citrine points to aid healing, laying it on your abdomen or wearing it on your little finger, which connects to your small intestine meridian. You could calm your digestion. The crystal works directly on the physical body. However, at a deeper level, digestive problems could well relate to a lack of abundance. Money worries often translate themselves into disease. Citrine is the stone of prosperity. It attracts wealth and abundance into your life. Wearing a citrine energizes you and stimulates motivation and creativity, which brings abundance. At a deeper level still, fears around money often stem from a feeling of being unsupported by the universe. This fear is not merely emotional disease, it is a spiritual disconnection. Citrine's ability to activate the crown chakra, which is where the spiritual connection is made, could enable you to strengthen your trust in the universe. Having identified spiritual disconnection as a probable root cause of your disease, you might then want to look to other crystals that will support that level of your being. Stones such as petalite and phenacite link you to a spiritual reality with a very high vibration. Phenacite aids in grounding the spiritual into everyday life, but it is your first experience of working with crystals to stimulate spiritual contact. It may, too, be too powerful for you. A better choice might be angelite or celestite, which gently attune you to the celestial realm. Angelic presence includes a powerful sense of being supported by the universe. As some crystals support each other and others cancel each other out, care should be taken when using crystals for healing. If in doubt, consult a qualified crystal healer. Sourcing your crystal. The best source for your crystal is a local store where you can browse at your leisure. Such stores are usually listed in yellow pages under crystals, gem stores, or minerals. The internet can also point you in the right direction, although there are hundreds of thousands of entries and it can take time and persistence to narrow your search down. There are also mind, body, spirit, healing, and crystal and mineral fairs where you will find crystals for sale. These are listed in Lapidary Journal, Mind, Body, Spirit journals, or advertised locally. Crystal selection. Within these pages, you will find crystals that are familiar and others that you have never seen before. With so many crystals to choose from, it can be difficult to know which is the right one for you if one is gifted to you. It makes it easy, but if you wish to buy one for yourself, browsing through this book will be invaluable. If you want to choose a crystal for a specific purpose, the directory in the index will help you to find exactly the right one. Look up possibilities in the index and then check out the crystals themselves in the directory. If you have no idea what you want your crystal for, but are attracted to the idea of wearing one, then your date of birth is a good starting point. And you will find your birthstones on pages 362-363. You can select one that resonates to your zodiac sign, earthing celestial energies. You can also pick out a crystal at random. Trust your intuition. Browse through the directory until one attracts your attention, and go out and buy that type. There will no doubt be several in the store to choose from. The crystal that speaks to you will be the right. Never buy from a source that does not let you handle the stones first, if buying through the internet. Handle several, allow yourself to be drawn to one, or put your hands into a tub of crystals until one sticks to your fingers. If that crystal makes you tingle, it is the one for you. Remember that big or outwardly beautiful is not necessarily most powerful. Small, rough crystals can be extremely effective. Before you use your crystals, remember to cleanse it. Programming your crystal. Crystals need to be dedicated to the purpose for which you use them. Dedicate a new crystal as soon as you have cleansed it. This focuses the energy. Hold the crystal in your hands. Picture light surrounding it. If you find this difficult, hold your hands in front of the light source. Say out loud, I dedicate this crystal to the highest good of all. May it be used in light and love. To program your crystal, may it be used to light and love. Okay. To program your crystal, hold it. Let yourself be open to higher abundance. Consider the reason, I'm guessing, for which you wish to use it. You want to attract love, describing what kind of love you are looking for. If you are seeking healing, say precisely for which condition and what you want it for, I'm guessing. What you have formulated, your program, attuned to the crystal. Ensure that this is exactly the right crystal for the purpose. When you are totally in tune, say out loud the program, this crystal. To program this crystal for your purpose. Then put the crystal in place where you will see it frequently, or keep it in your pocket. It can be helpful to hold it 2 or 3 times a day or more. You may need to repeat the programming several times. Crystal care. Many crystals are fragile or friable. Crystals that are layered or clustered can separate. Crystals such as selenite are water-soluble. Polished surfaces or natural points are easily scratched or damaged. Tumbled stones are more durable. Endless hours turning in fine grit gives them a tough surface. You can keep tumbled stones together in a bag, but other crystals should be kept apart. When not in use, wrap your crystals in silk or velvet scarf. This prevents scratching and protects the crystal against absorbing foreign emanations. Crystals need to be cleansed when you buy them and after wearing or using for healing. Always cleanse jewelry that comes to you from someone else, as it can hold their negative vibrations and pass them on to you. A few crystals never need cleansing. Citrine, kyanite, and azeztulite are self-cleaning. Clear quartz, carnelian cleanse other crystals and are especially useful for delicate and friable stones, but may need cleaning themselves afterwards. Crystal cleansing. Crystals that are not friable or jointed can be held under running water or immersed in the sea or in salt water. As you do, hold the intention that all negativity will be washed away and the crystal re-energized. Placing the crystal in the light of the sun or moon for a few hours can also recharge its batteries, provided it is not a stone that fades in sunlight, and care is taken not to focus. Oh. Provided it is not a stone that fades in sunlight, and care is taken not to focus the rays where they could start a fire. Remember that the light from the sun moves in an arc as the day progresses. Friable crystals or clusters can be left in sea or rock salt overnight. Gently brush every speck of salt off afterward, as they could damage the crystal, especially in a damp atmosphere. Certain crystals have the ability to cleanse other crystals. Keep a carnelian in a bag of tumbled stones, and you will never need to cleanse them using any other method. A small crystal can be placed on a clear quartz cluster and left overnight. You can smudge crystals or pass them through the light from a candle. You can also visualize them surrounded by light. which purifies and re-energizes them. One of the easiest ways to purify a crystal is to use a purpose-made cleaner available on the internet. You only need to put a drop or two on the crystal or spray it with an atomizer or water to which a few drops or cleanser can have been added. This does not damage friable crystals if sprayed rightly. Crystal meditation. Meditating with the crystal is one of the easiest ways to attune to its energy. Cleanse your crystal before beginning so that its energies will be pure. Meditation is a way of shutting off mind chatter. It has many benefits of alleviating stress, lowering blood pressure, etc., but it also allows you to get to know your crystals. In the stillness of meditation, the crystal talks to you. Meditation is like opening a door to another world, especially if you choose a crystal that has fault lines and occlusions within it, and lose yourself within the crystal. In the peace that follows, solutions and insights rise up into awareness. It is beneficial to meditate with each of your crystals in turn, taking a few days to tune into each one and come to know it fully. Some people like to have a crystal day. When they tune into each of their crystals, start with the red crystals to energize and awaken, moving through the rainbow spectrum into orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, violet, and clear. This brings you to the highest crystal vibration, and you will feel blissed out. You may need to search your energies again with one of the black crystals. Earthing or grounding your energies after meditation is important, as you may otherwise feel floaty and not quite here. Boji stones are excellent for this, as they settle you into your body instantly, but gently and immediately bring you fully present. And then there's some pictures of a few of the different things. Crystal meditation exercise. Making sure that you will not be disturbed, especially by a phone. Settle yourself comfortably with your crystal. Hold it in both hands or place it on a low table in front of you. Breathe gently, letting each out breath be a little longer than the in-breath. As you breathe out, try to let go of any stress or tension you may be feeling as you breathe in. As you breathe in, let peace flow with your breath in, passing right through your body, allowing your breathing to settle into an easy rhythm. With softly focused eyes, look at your crystal. Notice its color, its shape, its weight, if you are holding it. Feel its vibrations passing into your hands. Allow yourself to wander within the crystal, exploring its inner planes. When you are ready, close your eyes, quietly contemplate the energies of the crystal, and let it teach you about itself. When you have completed the meditation, open your eyes and put the crystal aside. Place your feet firmly on the floor. To grounding yourself, hold a smoky quartz or boji stone. Picture crystal directory. Crystals come in all shapes and sizes, and the same crystal may occur in several forms or colors, or be known by several names. The appearance of many crystals is enhanced by cutting or polishing, but they are as effective in the raw site. A crystal in the raw may be difficult to identify, as many of its characteristics are less easy to spot. Throughout this directory, you will find crystals illustrated in various forms and colors to make identification easy. You will be able to see what a rough crystal looks like when it has been cut and faceted or tumbled. You will see large clusters and small points, polished palm stones, and geodes. Crystals can be used for healing or environmental enhancement, as well as personal adornment. Their subtle vibrations affect the physical, emotional, mental, psychological, and spiritual levels of well-being. They bring out particular qualities and open the gateway to spiritual understanding. This directory contains all the knowledge, practical and esoteric, you need to access their miraculous properties and to position stones for the greatest benefit. Crystal attributes. Within this section, you will find all the information you need on the general attributes of each crystal, together with its psychological, mental, emotional, and spiritual effect, and its use in healing, all of which are cross-referenced in the index. You will also learn how to place your crystal for maximum effect. Each crystal is listed with all the colors it takes on and the names by which it is known. There are more than one color or a form on the crystal that has additional properties. These are listed after the main entry. Thus, the general properties of each crystal are shown. Under the generic heading, followed by the crystal's unique attributes. You can also use the directory to select crystals for healing, protection, or some other purpose. The index will help you here. Look up the condition for which you need the crystal. You will probably find several page references. Look at each crystal in turn and note which one has the strongest attraction for you. This will be the most appropriate. Identifying a crystal. The sources for each crystal are shown in the box beneath the heading, together with a description of its color, appearance, and size. This means that if you happen to pick up on or are given a crystal, you can identify it. If you need to identify a crystal, look at it closely. Note its color and its form. Does it have clear crystals with faceted points? Is it rough, or has it been tumbled smooth? Is it dense and grainy or translucent? Look through the illustrations until you spot the one most like your stone. I'll put these in the freezer in a minute. Look through the illustrations until you spot the one most like the stone. The photographs in the directory show many but not all of the colors in which each crystal is available. If your crystal is similar in appearance and is one of the colors listed but not shown in a photograph, then this is most probably a correct identification. Crystal beings. Many crystals contain beings or guardian spirits who actively want to work with you to use your crystal to its fullest potential. Meditating with your crystal puts you in touch. You may find that the being is in another dimension with which the crystal forms a bridge. Some crystals have their own angel and connect with higher beings. All right, I'm going to take a second. I'm going to pop that Mass Effect soundtrack on just to get a little bit of that rolling. Take this off. There you are. Actually, I'm going to throw on my earbuds. Where would I put those? More. And let's get a couple hours of this in. There we go. All right. Mineral number 1. It's a Marie. Christ's sake, mineral. Or Marie, it's a mineral. Ha, Marie mineral. That was Breaking Bad. I need to rewatch that show. All right. Crystal directory. Number 1, agate. This is a picture of an agate. Color or milky white, gray, blue, green, pink, brown, often artificially colored. Appearance is waxy, soft, usually banded, sometimes translucent with small crystals, various sizes, often sold as artificially colored slices that have no additional therapeutic properties. They're rare, or they're common, and they're usually found in the United States, India, Morocco, the Czech Republic, Brazil, and Africa. Attributes. Formed from microscopic crystals of quartz laid down in bands, this is a very stable crystal. Agates are grounding stones, bringing about an emotional, physical, and intellectual balance. They aid in centering and stabilizing physical energy. Agate has the power to harmonize yin and yang, the positive and negative forces that hold the universe in place. The soothing and calming stone. Agate works slowly but brings great strength. Its multiple layers can be hidden information to light. Psychologically, agate gently facilitates acceptance of oneself. This builds self-confidence. It aids self-analysis and perception of hidden circumstances, bringing to your attention any disease that is interfering with your well-being. Agates enhance mental function as they improve concentration, perception, and analytical abilities, leading to practical solutions. Agate's love of truthfulness encourages speaking one's own truth. Agates with clear crystals can stimulate memories. Emotionally, this crystal overcomes negativity and bitterness of the heart. It heals inner anger, fostering love and the courage to start again. It is useful for any kind of emotional trauma. It creates a sense of safety and security by dissolving internal tension. Spiritually, agate raises consciousness and links into collective consciousness and awareness of oneness of life, of the oneness of life. It encourages quiet contemplation and assimilation of life experiences, leading to spiritual growth and inner stability. So basically, that's if I were to identify as anything, that sounds a lot like what I've been working on. Healing. Agate stabilizes the aura, eliminating and transforming negative energies. Its cleansing effect is powerful at the physical and emotional levels. Placed on the heart, it will heal the emotional disease that prevents acceptance of love. Placed on the abdomen or taken as an elixir, agate stimulates the digestive process and relieves gastritis. It heals the eyes, stomach, and uterus. It cleans the lymphatic system and the pancreas. It strengthens blood vessels and heals skin disorders. Specific colors and types. In addition to the generic properties, specific colors have additional properties. The blue-green agate is usually artificially made glass and has no therapeutic properties. The green agate enhances mental and emotional flexibility and improves decision-making. It is useful in resolving disputes. The pink agate promotes love between parent and child, positioned over the heart for optimum effect. The Botswana agate, found only in Botswana, this agate is excellent for anyone connected with fire or smoke. It is beneficial for smokers and those who want to quit smoking. Botswana agate looks to solutions rather than dwelling on problems. It helps you to explore unknown territory and your own creativity. At a mental level, it helps you see the bigger picture. At an emotional level, it gently seeks repression. This agate often has nodules or ovoids, and being gray and usually found as a nodule, it looks like the brain with which it resonates. It is particularly useful in helping the body to assimilate oxygen, benefiting the circulatory system and the skin. It also aids depression. At a non-physical level, it stimulates the crown chakra, bringing energy into the auric field. Agate. Blue lace agate. Color. Pale blue with white or darker lines. Banded, often small and tumbled, readily available as agate. Additional properties. Blue lace agate is a wonderful healing stone. Its soft energy is cooling and calming, bringing peace of mind. It is particularly effective for activating and healing the throat chakra, allowing free expression of thoughts and feelings. It opens the way to experience of the higher energies. This is one of the great nurturing and supportive stones. It will neutralize anger, infection, inflammation, and fever. Psychologically, blue lace agate counteracts the repression and suppression of feelings that stem from fear of being judged and rejected. Judgment is often presented in the parent-child relationship, both in childhood and adulthood. As a result, feelings are held back and the lack of self-expression blocks the throat chakra and may affect the chest. The feeling being of suffocation. Blue lace agate gently dissolves the old pattern of repression and encourages a new mode of expression. It is useful for helping men to release and accept their sensitivity and feeling natures. Mentally, blue lace agate assists with verbal expression of thoughts and feelings and counteracts mental stress. Emotionally, the peaceful energies exuded from this stone neutralize feelings of anger. Spiritually, blue lace agate clears the throat chakra so that the highest spiritual truths can be expressed. It is a stone that links thought to the spiritual vibration and brings in deep peace. Healing. Blue lace agate is a powerful throat healer. Its property of counteracting blocked self-expression releases shoulder and neck problems, thyroid deficiencies, and throat and lymph infections. It lowers fevers and removes blockages on the nervous system and treats arthritic and bone deformity, strengthening the skeletal system and healing fractures. It also aids capillaries and the pancreas as an elixir. It treats brain fluid imbalances and hydrocephalus. Blue lace agate can also be used to enhance sound healing. It focuses and directs sound to the appropriate place. Position. as appropriate, particularly at the throat. Agate, dendritic agate, clear brown-green, transparent with fern-like markings, often small and tumbled, readily available. United States, Czech Republic, India, Iceland, Morocco, Brazil. Additional properties. Dendritic agate is known as the stone of plenitude. It brings abundance and fullness to all areas of life, including business and agriculture. It can be used to enhance the yield of crops or maintain the health of houseplants. Dendritic agate creates a peaceful environment, both inner and outer, and encourages the enjoyment of each moment. This crystal has a particularly strong connection with the plant kingdom and can enhance communication with that realm. It deepens your own connection to the earth. However it is used, dendritic agate works slowly and takes time to be fully effective. Psychologically, dendritic agate encourages you to remain centered in times of strife or confusion, bringing stability. It lends you perseverance in time and the ability to see difficulties as a challenge. Spiritually, dendritic agate urges you to remain connected with your roots as you grow. Dendritic agate opens and aligns the chakras, enabling them to integrate higher consciousness. Healing. At a subtle level, dendritic agate heals disease caused by chakra imbalances. Within the body, dendritic agate resonates with anything that branches, such as blood vessels and nerves. It heals the nervous system and conditions such as neuralgia. This stone treats skeletal disorders and aligns the skeleton to one physical reality. Dendritic agate reverses capillary degeneration and stimulates the circulatory system. Placed on the site of injury or pain, it provides pain relief. It uses a useful stone for healing plants and the earth itself. It stabilizes the vortices within the Earth's energy fields and can overcome geographic stress or black ley lines. Position. Hold or place on the appropriate point. Wear for long periods to gain maximum benefit. Tuck into plant pots. That's so funny. That's what I was just thinking. That actually gave me a really good idea. I cannot wait to try some of this stuff. This is going to be so freaking exciting. I know it just sounds so strange to me because this is such a foreign thing to me, but it's been around for so much longer than everything that I could ever understand. And then it just totally makes sense. But I don't know. All right, agate, fire agate, brownish red, orange, blue, green. Additional properties. Fire agate has a deep connection to the earth and its energy is calming, bringing security and safety with strong grounding powers. It supports during difficult times. Fire agate has a strong protective function, especially against ill wishing. Building a protective shield around the body, it returns harm back to its source, so that the source understands the harm it is doing. Physically, fire agate, as its name suggests, links to the fire element and aids sexual endeavors, fires up the base chakra, and stimulates vitality on all levels. Psychologically, fire agate dispels fear and instills deep security. Holding a fire agate encourages introspection, effortlessly bringing up inner problems for resolution. It helps to eliminate cravings and destructive desires and can be useful in treating addictions. Spiritually, this protective stone aids relaxation so that the body mellows out, enhancing meditation. Said to represent absolute perfection, it instills spiritual fortitude and aids the evolution of consciousness. Healing. The stone heals the stomach and nervous and endocrine systems and circulatory disorders. It aids eyes, strengthening night vision and clearing vision at the inner intuitive levels and outer physical levels. It resonates with the triple burner meridian and can be applied to bring it back into balance, reducing hot flashes and removing heat from the body. Fire agate brings vitality into the body, preventing energy burnout. Placed on a blown chakra, it gently brings it back online. At a subtle level, fire agate clears etheric blockages and energizes the aura. Position. Fire agate can be worn for long periods or placed on the heat or body as appropriate. Agate, moss agate. Green, blue, red, yellow, brown, transparent or translucent with branching markings like foliage or moss, often small and tumbled. Common, United States, Australia, India. Additional properties. A stabilizing stone strongly connected with nature, moss agate is said to refresh the soul and enable you to see the beauty in all you behold. It is helpful in reducing sensitivity to weather and to environmental pollutants. This stone is extremely beneficial for anyone employed in agriculture or associated with botany. A birthing crystal, moss agate assists midwives in their work, lessening pain and ensuring a good delivery. It is a stone of new beginnings and release from blockages or spiritual fetters. A stone of wealth, moss agate attracts abundance. Moss agate can act with a dual purpose. It helps intellectual people access their feelings and conversely assists intuitive people in channeling their energy in practical ways. Psychologically, moss agate improves self-esteem and strengthens positive personality traits. It releases fear and deep-seated stress. It helps to develop strength and the ability to get along with others and encourages expanding one's personal space and growth. It strengthens its ability to try one more time, inspiring new ideals after a period of stagnation. Mentally, moss agate promotes self-expression and communication. It balances the emotions, reduces stress, and lessening fear. It encourages trust and hope, being a highly optimistic stone. It is helpful for anyone suffering from depression through life circumstances or brain imbalances. No matter how difficult these circumstances may be, moss agate gives insight into the reason behind them. Healing. Moss agate speeds up recovery. It can be used to counteract long-term illness. It is anti-inflammatory, cleanses the circulatory and elimination systems, encouraging the flow of lymph, and boosts the immune system. Moss agate eliminates depression caused by left-right brain imbalance. It helps prevent hypoglycemia, dehydration, treats infections, colds, and the flu, and lowers fevers. It is anti-inflammatory and reduces swelling in lymph nodes. As an elixir applied to the skin, moss agate treats fungal and skin infections. Position. Place or hold on the appropriate point in contact with the skin. Amazonite. Blue-green, opalescent with veins, various sizes, sometimes tumbled, common. United States, Russia, Canada, Brazil, India, Mozambique, Namibia, Austria. Attributes. Amazonite has a powerful filtering action. At a physical level, it blocks geopathic stress, absorbs microwaves and cell phone emanations, and protects against electromagnetic pollution. It should be placed between you and the source of any pollution or taped to a cell phone at a mental level. It filters the information passing through the brain and combines it with intuition. This is an extremely soothing stone. It calms the brain and nervous system and aligns the physical body with the etheric, maintaining optimum health. It balances the masculine and feminine energies and many aspects of the personality. It is a stone that helps you to see both sides of a problem or different points of view. At an emotional level, Amazonite soothes emotional trauma, alleviating worry and fear. It dispels negative energy and aggravation. Spiritually, an elixir of Amazonite is extremely beneficial to all levels of consciousness. The stone itself assists in manifesting universal love. Healing. Amazonite heals and opens both the heart and throat chakras to enhance loving communication. It also opens the third eye and intuition. The stone dissipates negative energy and blockages within the nervous system. It is beneficial in osteoporosis, tooth decay, calcium deficiency, and calcium deposits, balancing the metabolic deficiencies that create these conditions. The elixir rectifies calcium problems. Amazonite also relieves muscle spasms. A major property is the protection it affords from the health hazards of microwaves and other sources of electromagnetic smog. Position. Hold or place over the affected point or wear to protect against microwaves. Place near computers or tape to your cell phone. Amber. Golden brown or yellow. Green is artificially colored. Opaque or transparent resin. Insects or vegetation trapped inside. Various sizes. Easily obtained. Britain, Poland, Italy, Romania, Russia, Germany, Myanmar, Dominica. Attributes. Strictly speaking, amber is not a crystal at all. It is a tree resin that solidified and became fossilized. It has a strong connection with the earth and is a grounding stone for higher energies. Amber is a powerful healer and cleanser that draws disease from the body and promotes tissue revitalization. It also cleans the environment and the chakras. It absorbs negative energies and transmutes them into positive forces that stimulate the body to heal itself. A powerful protector, it links the everyday self to the higher spiritual reality. Psychologically, amber brings stability to life, but also motivates by linking what is wished for to the drive to achieve it. Its warm, bright energies translate into a sunny, spontaneous disposition that nevertheless respects tradition. It can help counteract suicidal or depressive tendencies. Mentally, amber stimulates the intellect, clears depression, and promotes a positive mental state and creative self-expression. It brings balance and patience and encourages decision-making, being a useful memory aid. Its flexibility dissolves opposition emotionally. Amber encourages peacefulness and develops trust. Spiritually, amber promotes altruism and brings wisdom. Healing. Amber is a powerful chakra cleanser and healer. At a physical level, it imbues the body with vitality and has the power to draw disease out of the body. By absorbing pain and negative energy, amber allows the body to rebalance and heal itself. Amber alleviates stress. It resonates with the throat, treating goiters and other throat problems. It treats the company of the stomach, spleen, kidneys, bladder, liver, and gallbladder, alleviates joint problems, and strengthens the mucous membranes. As an elixir for wound healing, it is an excellent natural antibiotic. It can stimulate the navel chakra and help in grounding energies into the body. Wear for prolonged periods, especially on the wrist or throat, or place is appropriate if treating babies or children. It is beneficial for the mother to wear the stone first. Amethyst. Purple to lavender. Transparent pointed crystals may be geode, cluster, or single point, all sizes. One of the most common crystals. United States, Britain, Canada, Brazil, Mexico, Russia, Sri Lanka, Uruguay, East Africa, Siberia, India. Attributes. Amethyst is an extremely powerful and protective stone with a high spiritual vibration. It guards against physical attack, transmuting the energy into love. A natural tranquilizer, amethyst blocks geopathic stress and negative environmental energies. Its serenity enhances higher states of consciousness and meditation. Amethyst has strong healing and cleansing powers and enhances spiritual awareness. Traditionally, it was worn to prevent drunkenness and has a sobering effect on overindulgence. And physical passion supporting sobriety, it overcomes addictions and blockages of all kinds. Used at a higher level, amethyst opens to another reality. Amethyst is extremely beneficial to the mind, calming or stimulating as appropriate. When you meditate, it turns thoughts away from the mundane into tranquility and deeper understanding. Mentally, it helps you feel less scattered, more focused and in control of your faculties. It enhances assimilation of new ideas and connects cause with effect. This stone facilitates the decision-making process, bringing in common sense and spiritual insights, and putting decisions and insights into practice. Mentally, it calms and synthesizes. It aids the transmission of neural signals through the brain. It's helpful where insomnia is caused by an overactive mind and protective against recurrent nightmares. Amethyst enhances memory and improves motivation, making you more able to set realistic goals. It can help you to remember and understand dreams and facilitates the visualization process. Amethyst balances out highs and lows, promoting emotional centering. It dispels anger, rage, fear, and anxiety, alleviating sadness and grief. It supports coming to terms with loss. Amethyst is one of the most spiritual stones, promoting love of the divine, giving insights into its true nature, and encouraging selflessness and spiritual wisdom. It opens intuition and enhances psychic gifts. This is an excellent stone for meditation and scrying and can be placed on the third eye to stimulate it. Sleeping with amethyst facilities out of body experiences, and brings intuitive dreams. It transmutes lower energies to the higher frequencies of the spiritual and etheric realms. Healing. Amethyst boosts production of hormones and tunes the endocrine system and metabolism. It strengthens the cleansing and eliminating organs and the immune system. An excellent cleanser for the blood, amethyst relieves physical, emotional, and psychological pain or stress and blocks geopathic stress. It eases headaches and releases tension. This stone reduces bruising, injuries, and swellings, and treats hearing disorders. It heals diseases of the lungs and respiratory tract, skin conditions, cellular disorders, and diseases of the digestive tract. It is beneficial for the intestines, regulating flora, removing parasites, and encouraging reabsorption of water. Amethyst treats insomnia and brings restful sleep. At a subtle level, amethyst balances and connects the physical, mental, and emotional bodies, linking them to the spiritual. It cleanses the aura and transmutes negative energy and stimulates the throat and crown chakras. It is helpful for people about to make the transition through death. Amethyst can stabilize psychiatric conditions, but should not be used in cases of paranoia or schizophrenia. Wear or place as appropriate, especially as jewelry clusters and geodes can be placed in the environment, and single points are used in healing. Place a point in toward you to draw an energy and away from you to draw off energy. Amethyst is especially beneficial worn over the throat or heart. For insomnia or nightmares, place under the pillow. Amethyst fades in sunlight. Specific colors. In addition to the generic properties, the following colors and forms have additional properties. Violet lavender amethyst has a particularly high vibration. Double terminated lilac crystals take you into beta brainwaves. They also stimulate and then calm the throat and heart chakras. Violet flowers bring light and love into the environment. Chevron amethyst is one of the best third eye stimulators. It enhances inner intuitive vision and outer physical vision and out-of-body journeys. It has powerfully focused focused energy that dissipates and repels negativity. This stone cleanses the aura and aids in auric diagnosis. It has a strong healing field, bringing harmony to the organs of the body and stimulating the immune system. It helps you to find and implement a positive answer to any problem. Pineapple amethyst has small nodules covering the sides above, which emerge the termination points. Looking like the turrets of a castle in a fairy tale, it facilitates contact with the mythic and fairy tale realms and stimulates the imagination. It is a powerful archetypal healer for family and collective myths. Ametrine. Purple and yellow, transparent crystal, combination of amethyst and citrine, often small and tumbled, readily available through obtained from only one mine, Bolivia. Attributes. Attributes. Ametrine powerfully combines amethyst and citrine. It is fast and effective in its action and is particularly useful in long-standing illness, as it brings insight into causes of disease. Ametrine connects the physical realm with higher consciousness. This stone facilitates and protects using astral travel and relieves psychic attack. It clears stress and tension from the head, calming the mind and bringing greater focus to meditation. Ametrine opens the third eye, promoting healing and divination. It unites masculine and feminine energies. Psychologically, ametrine enhances compatibility and acceptance of others. It shows where everyone is linked, overcoming prejudice. An extremely energetic stone, it stimulates creativity and support, taking control of one's own life. It is a stone that can overcome apparent contradictions. Mentally, ametrine brings clarity, harmonizing perception and action. It strengthens concentration and aids thinking things through, encouraging exploration of all possibilities, bringing creative solutions. It takes the intellect beyond everyday reality to link into higher awareness. Emotionally, ametrine releases blockages, including negative emotional programming and expectations, facilitating transformation, bringing insight into underlying causes of emotional distress. Ametrine exposes optimism and a well-being that is not disturbed by stressful external influences. Healing. Ametrine gets to the bottom of things. Its powerful cleansing properties disperse negativity from the aura and toxins from the body, an exceptional blood cleanser and energizer. It regenerates the physical body and strengthens the immune system, aids the autonomic nervous system and physical maturation, stabilizes DNA and RNA, and oxygenates the body. Ametrine heals chronic fatigue syndrome, burning sensations, depression, gastric disturbances and ulcers, fatigue and lethargy, tension headaches, and stress-related disease. It releases blockages in the physical, emotional, and mental subtle bodies. Position. Wear directly on the body for prolonged periods, placing on solar plexus. Holding ametrine brings deep-seated issues to the surface so that they can be communicated and healed. Angelite. Blue and white, sometimes flecked with red, opaque and often vein-like wings, largest stone, easily obtained. Britain, Egypt, Germany, Mexico, Peru, Poland, and Libya. Attributes. Angelite is one of the stones of awareness. For the New Age, it represents peace and brotherhood. As its name suggests, Angelite facilitates conscious contact with the angelic realm. It enhances telepathic communication and enables out-of-body journeys to take place while still maintaining contact with everyday reality. Angelite is a powerful stone for healers because it deepens attunement and heightens perception. It also provides protection for the environment or the body, especially when taken as an elixir. Angelite is formed from celestite that has been compressed over millions of years, and it shares many properties with that stone. Psychologically, Angelite helps you to speak your truth, whatever it may be, and it also helps you to be more compassionate and accepting, especially of that which cannot be changed. It alleviates psychological pain and counteracts cruelty. Mentally, Angelite has been used to enhance astrological understanding and to bring deeper understanding of mathematics. It also facilitates telepathic contact between minds. Spiritually, Angelite is filled with compassion. It transmutes pain and disorder into wholeness and healing, opening the way for spiritual inspiration. It creates a deep feeling of peace and tranquility. It helps connect to universal knowledge and raises awareness. Angelite facilitates the rebirthing process, stimulates healing, and opens psychic channeling. Healing. Applied to the feet, Angelite unblocks meridians and energetic pathways. It resonates with the throat, alleviating inflammation and balancing the thyroid and the parathyroids. This soothing stone repairs tissue and blood vessels, balancing the fluids within the physical body, and can act as a diuretic. It is useful in weight control and relates particularly to the lungs and arms. Angelite can cool the pain of sunburn at a subtle level. Angelite balances the physical body with the etheric realms. Position. Hold or place on the body as appropriate. Anhydrite. Clear blue, gray, long bladed or short crystals, usually on matrix. Obtained from specialist stores, Italy. Attributes. Anhydrite gives support and strength on the physical plane. It promotes acceptance of the physical body as a transient vessel for the soul. It helps you face with equanimity what tomorrow may bring. It is useful for people who have difficulty in coming to terms with incarnation and who long for the post-death state. Teaching acceptance of all that life has brought, releasing a hankering for the past. It assists past life healing, showing the gift in all that has been. Healing. Anhydrite treats disorders of the throat, especially those caused by a difficulty in expressing oneself through a physical body. It removes retained or excess fluid and disperses swelling. Place on the throat or over the thymus gland. Appetite. Yellow, green, gray, blue, white, purple, brown, red, brown, violet. Opaque, sometimes transparent, glassy, Hexagonal crystal, various sizes, often tumbled. Blue, readily available. Yellow, rare. Water. Attributes. Appetite has inspirational properties. The interface point between consciousness and matter, it is a stone of manifestation and promotes a humanitarian attitude, inclining towards service. Appetite is attuned to the future, yet connects to past lives. It develops psychic gifts and spiritual attunement, deepens meditation, raises the kundalini, and aids communication and self expression on all levels. Psychologically, appetite increases motivation and builds up energy reserves. It induces openness and social ease, encouraging extroversion, dissolving aloofness and alienation. It draws off negativity about oneself and others. It is helpful for hyperactive and autistic children. Stimulating creativity and the intellect, appetite clears confusion and helps to access information to be used personally and for the collective good. Appetite expands knowledge and truth and eases sorrow, apathy, and anger. It reduces irritability and overcomes emotional exhaustion by releasing energy in the base chakra. It clears frustration and endorses passion without guilt. Healing. Appetite heals bones and encourages formation of new cells. It aids absorption of calcium and helps cartilage, bones, teeth, and motor skills, and ameliorates arthritis, joint problems, and rickets. This stone suppresses hunger and raises the metabolic rate, encouraging healthy eating, heals the glands, meridians, and organs, and overcomes hypertension. It balances the physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual bodies, and the chakras, eliminating overactivity and stimulating underactivity. Used with other crystals, appetite facilitates results. Position. Wear on the skin, over affected part or place as appropriate. Specific colors. In addition to the generic attributes, the following colors have additional properties. Blue appetite connects to a very high level of spiritual guidance. It facilitates public speaking, enhances group communication, opens the throat chakra, and heals the heart and emotional disease. Yellow appetite is a great eliminator, especially of toxins. It activates the solar plexus and draws off stagnant energy. Yellow appetite treats CFS, lethargy, and depression, and overcomes lack of concentration, inefficient learning, and poor digestion. It removes cellulite and treats the liver, pancreas, gallbladder, and spleen. At an emotional level, it neutralizes stored anger. Yellow appetite elixir is an appetite suppressant. Apophyllite. Attributes. Apophyllite has a high water content, which makes it a very efficient conductor of energy and a carrier of the Akashic record, the esoteric record of all that has occurred and will occur, including past life information. Its presence in a room enhances the energies as it is a powerful vibrational transmitter. Apophyllite creates a conscious connection between the physical and the spiritual realms during out-of-body journeys. It keeps a strong connection with the physical body, allowing information to be transmitted from the spiritual realm into the physical. This spiritual stone enhances clear sight, stimulating intuition and enabling the future to be accessed. It is an excellent stone for scrying. Psychologically, apophyllite promotes introspection into one's own behavior and the correction of imbalances or flaws that are perceived. It abandons pretense and breaks down reserve. It is a stone of truth, bringing recognition of one's true self and allowing that to be shown to the world. Mentally, apophyllite has a calming effect. It is an effective stress reducer, releasing mental blockages and negative thought patterns. It has the effect of reducing desire. At a spiritual level, apophyllite imbues universal love into analysis and the decision-making process so that the mind becomes attuned to the spirit. Emotionally, apophyllite releases suppressed emotions. It overcomes anxiety, worries, and fears. It calms apprehension and allows uncertainty to be tolerated. Spiritually, This stone calms the grounds, the spirits. It has strong links to the spiritual realms, while at the same time allowing you to feel comfortable within your body. It facilitates journeys out of the body and spiritual vision with its connection to the Akashic record. It eases journeys into past lives. Healing. Apophyllite is regarded as the stone par excellence to assist Reiki healing. It facilitates taking the patient into a deeper state of relaxation and receptiveness, and at the same time takes the healer out of the way so that the transmission of healing energy to the patient is purer. Apophyllite works on the respiratory system, and when held to the chest, can stop asthma attacks. It neutralizes allergies and promotes the regeneration of the mucous membranes and the skin. Placing an apophyllite crystal on each rejuvenates the eyes. Apophyllite is especially useful in healing matters of the spirit and in helping the spirit to come to terms with being in a physical body. Position. Place as appropriate. Single apophyllite pyramids can be placed on the third eye when channeling or meditating. When scrying, look into the crystals from the corner of the eye. Specific colors and forms. In addition to the generic attributes, the following colors have additional properties. Green apophyllite activates the heart chakra and promotes a forthright heart, especially regarding decision in matters of the heart. It absorbs and then transmits universal energy. This stone opens the heart chakra and allows absorption of universal energies. It helps those undertaking walking, as it facilitates a meditative state and cools the feet after the walk. It releases hypnotic commands and other control mechanisms from present or past lives. Apophyllite pyramids are powerful energizers. They enhance spiritual vision and open the third eye. Looking through the base of the pyramid toward the apex opens a stargate. Like all pyramids, they have powers of preservation and can be used to charge up objects or other crystals made into an elixir. Apophyllite pyramids bring light and energy into the heart. Okay. Wasser. Aquamarine. Green-blue. Clear to opaque crystal, often small and tumbled or faceted, readily available. United States, Mexico, Russia, Brazil, India, Ireland, Zimbabwe, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. Nice. Attributes. Aquamarine is a stone of courage. Its calming energies reduce stress and quiet the mind. It harmonizes its surroundings and protects against pollutants. In ancient times, it was believed to counteract the forces of darkness and procure favor from the spirits of light. It was carried by sailors as a talisman against drowning. Psychologically, aquamarine has an affinity with sensitive people. It has the power to invoke tolerance of others. It overcomes judgmentalism, gives support to anyone who is overwhelmed by responsibility, and encourages taking responsibility for oneself. It creates a personality that is upright, persistent, and dynamic. It can break old, self-defeating programs. Aquamarine calms the mind, removing extraneous thought. It filters information, reaching the brain, and clarifies perception, sharpens the intellect, and clears up confusion. With its ability to bring unfinished business to a conclusion, aquamarine is useful for closure on all levels. It clears blocked communication and promotes self-expression. This stone is helpful in understanding underlying emotional states and interpreting how you feel. It soothes fears and increases sensitivity. Spirituality. Aquamarine sharpens intuition and opens clairvoyance. A wonderful stone for meditation, it invokes high states of consciousness and spiritual awareness and encourages service to humanity. Aquamarine shields the aura and aligns the chakras, clearing the throat chakra and bringing communication from a higher plane. It also aligns the physical and spiritual bodies. Healing. Aquamarine is useful for sore throats, swollen glands, and thyroid problems. It harmonizes the pituitary and the thyroid, regulating hormones and growth. This stone has a general tonic effect. It strengthens the body's cleansing organs and aids the eyes, jaws, and teeth, and stomach. It is useful for counteracting short and long-sightedness and calms overreactions of the immune system and autoimmune diseases such as hay fever. Hold or place as appropriate, can be placed on the eyes, used as an elixir. Aragonite. White, yellow, gold, green, blue, brown. Several forms, usually small, chalky, and fibrous, or translucent or transparent with distinct protrusions like little Sputniks. Easily obtained. Namibia, Britain, Spain. Attributes. Aragonite is a reliable earth healer and grounding stone. Attuned to the earth goddess, it encourages conservation and recycling. This stone transforms geopathic stress and clears blocked ley lines. Even at a distance, with its ability to center and grounding physical energies, it is useful in times of stress. Aragonite stabilizes the base and earth chakras, deepening connection with the earth. It gently takes you back into childhood or beyond to explore the past. Psychologically, Aragonite teaches patience and acceptance. It combats oversensitivity, good for people who push themselves too hard. It facilitates delegating. Its practical energy encourages discipline and reliability and develops a pragmatic approach to life. Mentally, this stone aids concentration on the matter at hand and brings flexibility and tolerance. Um, to the mind. It gives insight into the causes of problems and situations. Emotionally, Aragonite combats anger and emotional stress. It provides strength and support. Physically, Aragonite is a stone that makes you feel comfortable and well within your own body. It combats disease, especially the nervous twitching and spasms that come out of inner unrest. It is a stabilizing stone that grounds and centers within the body. Spiritually, Aragonite stabilizes spiritual developments that is out of control, calming and centering. It restores balance and prepares for meditation by raising vibrations to a high spiritual level and bringing energy into the physical body. Healing. Aragonite warms the extremities, bringing energy through the body. It treats Raynaud's disease and chills. It heals bones, aids calcium absorption, and restores elasticity to discs. It also ameliorates pain. Aragonite stops night twitches and muscle spasms. It strengthens the immune system and regulates processes that are processing or proceeding too fast. It is useful for grounding floaty people into their body. Aragonite can be placed on a map to heal stress lines on the earth. All right. Okay. Earth chakras, deepening connection with the earth. Uh, oh, no, sorry. Position. Hold or place over affected part or bathe with elixir. Place under pillow to combat restlessness at night. Make a useful hand comforter. Can be worn as a pendant or for grounding. Atacamite. Deep turquoise, tiny crystals on matrix. Resembles chrysocolla. Quite rare but becoming more widely available. United States, Australia, Mexico, Chile. Attributes. Atacamite is a newly discovered crystal and its properties have not yet been fully explored. If you meditate with atacamite crystal, it will tell you how it wants to work for you. It's sometimes confused with gem, chrysocolla, and may share some properties with this crystal. What is known as that atacamite forcefully opens the third eye, creating powerful visual images and a strong spiritual connection despite its forcefulness. It is a very safe crystal to use to stimulate spiritual vision and aid visualization. It is a stone of great clarity used in meditation. It takes the soul safely to the highest possible levels. Atacamite restores lost spiritual trust and promotes a connection to higher guidance. It is a useful stone to hold when journeying out of the body, especially to the higher spiritual spheres. Atacamite works willingly to open the higher heart chakra, bringing more unconditional love into your life and to stimulate the thymus gland and immune system functioning. Healing. Atacamite purifies the kidneys, removing fear and promotes elimination at all levels. It is a powerful cleanser for the etheric body and the brow chakra. It can be used to heal the genitals and is said to improve resistance to herpes and venereal disease. Placed on the throat, atacamite heals the thyroid gland, opening the throat chakra and removing the blockages to self expression that can lie behind hypothyroidism. With its calming green color, it is also beneficial for the nervous system, overcoming stress and frayed nerves at a subtle level. Position. Place on the third eye to stimulate visualization or over organs as appropriate. Hold in hands for meditating or journeying. Aventurine. Green, blue, red, brown, peach. Opaque, speckled, with shiny particles, all sizes, often tumbled, readily available. Italy, Brazil, China, India, Russia, Tibet, Nepal. Attributes. Aventurine is a very positive stone of prosperity. It has a strong connection to the Devic kingdom and is used to grid gardens or houses against geopathic stress. Wearing aventurine absorbs electromagnetic smog and protects against environmental pollution. Taped to a cell phone, it acts as a protection against emanations. This crystal diffuses negative situations and turns them around. Psychologically, aventurine reinforces leadership qualities and decisiveness. It promotes compassion and empathy and encourages perseverance. It takes you back into the past to find sources of disease. This stone relieves stammers and severe neuroses, bringing understanding of what lies behind the conditions. Aventurine stabilizes one state of mind, stimulates perception, and enhances creativity. It sees alternatives and possibilities, especially those presented by other people. This stone brings together the intellectual and emotional bodies. Aventurine calms anger and irritation. It stimulates emotional recovery and enables living within one's own heart. Physically, aventurine promotes a feeling of well-being. It regulates growth from birth to 7 years. It balances male-female energy and encourages regeneration of the heart. Spiritually, aventurine protects the heart chakra, guarding against psychic vampirism or heart energy. Healing. Aventurine benefits the thymus gland's connective tissue and nervous system. It balances blood pressure and stimulates the metabolism, lowering cholesterol and preventing arteriosclerosis and heart attacks. It has an anti-inflammatory effect and helps ease skin eruptions and allergies. Oh, I could use that one. Relieves migraine headaches and soothes the eyes. Aventurine heals the adrenals, lungs, sinuses, heart, and muscular and urogenital systems. As an elixir, it relieves skin problems. Position. Hold or place on appropriate point. Specific colors. In addition to the generic property or attributes, the following colors have additional properties. Blue aventurine is a powerful mental healer. Green aventurine is a comforter and heart healer and general harmonizer, protecting the heart. It brings back into control and is useful in malignant conditions. It causes nausea and it settles nausea and dissolves negative emotions and thoughts. An all-around healer, bringing in well-being and being an emotional calm. Oops. All right, let's just go to that for a bit. Azestulite, colorless or white, clear or opaque quartz with striations, usually small, rare and expensive, North Carolina, one seam mined out. Attributes. A rare and light-bearing crystal, azestulite is a stone for the new age. It's extremely pure vibration, One of the most refined in the mineral kingdom, is attuned to the highest frequencies. It brings higher frequencies down to the earth to aid spiritual evolution. This crystal expands your consciousness. If you are ready, it can lift your awareness and vibrations to a higher level. As Eschelite raises your vibrations, it helps you to give out a positive vibration to benefit others. Azestulite never requires cleansing and is always energized. This crystal should be handled with care if you are not used to working in the spiritual realms or at higher frequencies. The vibrational shift it induces is powerful and can have unpleasant side effects until it has been fully assimilated. Using other spiritual crystals, such as ametrine and aquamarine, prepares the way. Old patterns should be dissolved and emotional cleansing completed before undertaking the shift. The opaque form of azestulite has a less fine vibration and can be a useful staging post on the way to working with the more transparent form of the crystal. Spiritually, azestulite facilitates meditation instantly, inducing a state of no mind and providing a protective spiral around the physical body. It stimulates the kundalini to rise up the spine, a stone of vision and inspiration. Azestulite opens the third eye and crown and higher crown chakras. Reaching up to spiritual levels, it tunes into a spiritual guidance from the future, assisting in making important decisions. Azestulite activates the ascension points at the base of the spine, middle of the abdomen, and center of the brain to shift to a higher vibration while still in the physical body. Used on the third eye, it helps you to see the future. Healing. At a physical level, this crystal treats cancer, cellular disorders, and inflammation. It aids the chronically sick by revitalizing purpose and restoring the will. Most of Azestulite's healing work is at the spiritual vibration, working on the chakra connections to higher reality and facilitating a vibrational shift. Third eye, crown, or is appropriate. Azurite. Deep blue, very small, shiny crystals, not visible when tumbled, often small, tumbled stone. Rarity. Easily obtained, often in combination with malachite. Sources: United States, Australia, Chile, Peru, France, Namibia, Russia, Egypt. Attributes: Azurite guides psychic and intuitive development. It urges the soul toward enlightenment. It cleanses and stimulates the third eye and attunes to spiritual guidance. This crystal enables journeys out of the body to take place easily and safely. It raises consciousness to a higher level and gives greater control over spiritual unfoldment. It facilitates entering a meditative and channeling state. Azurite is a powerful healing stone, facilitating psychosomatic understanding of the effect of the mind and emotions on the body. Mentally, Azurite brings about clear understanding and new perspectives and expands the mind. It releases long-standing blocks in communication and stimulates memory. Azurite challenges your view of reality and lets go of programmed belief systems to move into unknown without fear. Reaching deeper insights and a new reality, old beliefs gently rise into the conscious mind to be tested against truth. Emotionally, Azurite clears stress, worry, grief, and sadness, allowing more light into the emotions. It transmutes fear and phobias and brings an understanding of why they occurred in the first place. It calms someone who talks too much out of nervousness or encourages someone who holds back from self-expression. Healing. Azurite treats throat problems, arthritis, and joint problems, aligns the spine, and works at the cellular level to restore any blockage or damage to the brain. It heals kidney, gallbladder, and liver problems and treats the spleen, thyroid, bones, teeth, and skin, and aids detoxification. It encourages the development of the embryo in the womb. Azurite has a special resonance with the mind and mental processes, mental healing, and stress relief. It can energize and realign the subtle bodies with the physical, clearing the chakras. Azurite elixir ameliorates a healing crisis where symptoms temporarily get worse before improving. Position. Where touching the skin on the right hand or places appropriate directly on the body, especially on the third eye, may induce palpitations. If so, remove immediately. Combination stone. Azurite with malachite combines the qualities of the two crystals and is a powerful conductor of energy. It unlocks spiritual vision, strengthens the ability to visualize and open the third eye. At an emotional level, it brings deep healing, cleansing ancient blocks, miasms, or thought patterns. It overcomes muscle cramps. All right, let's call that good. Made it through A. That was fun.